All right, welcome to the Synth Kumite, baby. Welcome back. Round 3, had a little bit of a break, and now we're back for another little stretch before we get another little break. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for everyone for being here, and absolutely appreciate our sponsors of this year's Kumite. We got Fred's Lab, a beautiful synthesizer company, boutique, absolutely amazing. We got AEYER Trading Company, we got the Dark Slide skateboards, merchandise, vinyls, we got Tasty Chips, electronics sponsoring, we got the original pedals, Lounsberry pedals, Greg Lounsberry, great, all sponsors of the channel. We'll get into that to a little bit more later. And of course, Synth Samurai Productions and Bro Synth Network, making it all possible, making this event possible. We had 2 rounds go down, absolute insanity. I don't think it could have turned out any better, man. The voting is wild. If it's your first time here, this is an 8-week tournament. You submit your music, it gets voted on at the end. You got a 24-hour window to vote for your friends, family, anybody who listened to it and loved it and wants to vote for you, you get to do that. And we got a 24-hour window open, and that'll be posted at the end. We got 2 brackets. We got a fighter's bracket and we got a lover's bracket. The lover's bracket is just for the people for the love of the music. They're not in the competition. They're just having a good time. They'll put one in one week, maybe the next week they won't. All depends on how life goes. You know what life is like. And the fighter's bracket, this is a competition. This is for the championship belt, the heavyweight champion electronic musician of Earth, baby, the world heavyweight champion of electronic music, the most prestigious title in all of the music genre across the world. And we are going to have one crowned this year in 2026 as well. Not only that, we got some great prizes from Fred's Lab, AEYER Trading Company, the Dark Slide, Tasty Chips, all donating prizes at the end. And we have a death match as well for the top 5 participants. So that's going to be as well where they will be awarded the golden pedal from Greg Lounsberry, which is a beautiful, beautiful gold pedal, man. Okay, absolutely awesome. So we got everyone here. Let me see who's in the chat. We got a few people here. Floating Robots, we got Slack, SpaceCapsule, what's happening? Shades Darker, we got everyone in here. So this time, last time we went front to back to front. First time we went front to back. Now we're going to start right in the middle of the whole shebang here. We're going to go with No Lakes Line starting first, then we're going Floating Robots, then we're going TacticalMidi, then we're going Machines 1, then we're going up to the top SynthMode, down to the bottom Echo KRAFT, and then up to Conductive and that there. That's how the order's going, because we try to mix it up. You know, you start first, sometimes you get an advantage, you go last, sometimes you get an advantage. It's all different. So that's how we're doing it tonight. I hope you all can hear me perfectly clear. I hope everything's coming in fantastic. I don't think I got any effects on the vocals. I think we're good to go, man, to start the show. All right, so this year, or tonight, we got it starting off with myself to start the show. You know how we do it. This is a story as well. We're building on the story, the lore of the Kumite, the lore of this invitation only musical competition. Okay, we're building on that. So I start the show with an entry of like a narrative story that goes into my song, and then we continue on as we go. So welcome everybody. What an absolute pleasure to have you here. HanzVolt's in the house as well, and Shade Darker's in the house. And everybody's here tonight, man. We got Trying to Be Human. What's up, baby? We got a few people, man. I'm telling you, the chat's packed. Greg's here, TacticalMidi's here for sure. Paul from PWM's here. What's up, baby? Having a good time. Shout out to a great friend of the channel, PWM. One of the greatest synthesizer companies on planet Earth today. Easily hands down. So shout out to Paul and PWM. Great supporter of musicians, renegades, and he's a renegade himself, man. A renegade synthesizer maker extraordinaire. All right, so before we get started, let's just show our sponsors real quick. We've got Fred's Lab right here, beautiful boutique synthesizer company, an amazing synthesizer, the Manatee, absolute legendary spectral synthesizer. This thing is an absolute beast. He's got some other products too, the Z-Kit, the Toro, the Buzzy, absolutely fantastic, man. Shout out to Fred's Lab. We also got AEYER Trading Company, the branding, merchandising company, best one on planet Earth, hands down. Anything you need, t-shirts, merchandise, whatever you want, they got it, and they'll get it for you, man. So shout out to AEYER Trading Company, a great sponsor of the channel and the Synth Kumite. Shout out to Tasty Chips, man. You know them from the great HanzVolt, using their products, the GR Mega, making it famous all across the world. HanzVolt, this is Tasty Chips, man. They got a great prize for to go on in the raffle, the Kumite as well. They'll be giving away something pretty cool. And then we got Lounsberry Pedals, who is the grand prize for the death match of the top 5 participant vote getters who will have the death match for a beautiful, beautiful Greg Lounsberry golden pedal. And don't forget, you got Synth Samurai here, sponsored with t-shirts all over the place, man. We got everything you need. Bro Synth Network stuff. We got it all, baby. We got Oscar. We got Tasty Chips. We got everything here. Anything you want. We got Behringer Time. We got it all, baby. Absolutely fantastic. And if you do want any Oscar PWM merchandise, it's right here. Special tab. Look at that. Boom. Oscar collection. We got the dad hat, baby. We got the PWM Malevolent Mantis shirts. We got Oscar right here, man. If you want to wear a piece of history, there you go right there. You check it out. I'll always throw the link down in the chat for everybody to have a look. So, absolutely fantastic. Nothing like it. Snow day coming tomorrow, which is fantastic as well. Okay, so we're rolling on here, and right here, can't forget Darkslide, a massive sponsor of the channel. Darkslide, skateboards, snowboards, collabs. It's great to see a company outside of the music industry that loves supporting musicians and creators and artists. They've got everything. They got vinyl, they got art, they got apparel, they got skateboards. They got it all, man. Check it out. Absolutely fantastic. And they got a 10% discount on all their products during the Synth Kumite. For anybody watching, anybody out there with a promo code Samurai10, if you want a deal over at Darkslide, baby, hit it up. All right, let's get this damn show on the road, shall we, for round 3? Man, the music's been good. Yep, blessing from Paul himself. All this merch is with Paul's blessing. We're hosting his merchandise over at Synth Samurai at Fourth Wall, baby. Absolutely cool stuff. And like I said, if anybody wants any Bro Synth Network jerseys, you know where we do. You know we make them. I just finished up TacticalMidi's beautiful jersey here for him the other day. If you want a quick look at this thing. Absolutely gorgeous. Bro Synth Network football jersey. Bro Synth on the front. TacticalMidi on the back, number 84, baby. Bro Synth Network friggin' tramp stamp. We got the musical thing for TacticalMidi, and Eddie's got a logo on the left sleeve. So listen, you want a custom jersey, you know where to go. I can make these things so fast and make your head spin. You want it, you got it. Okay? All right, so let's get to the show, man. Let's start it off. You know I gotta start it with the intro. This one here is the return of Wallace. If you've been following the Kumites from year 1, year 2, and this is year 3, Wallace is a great, great character in the story, and he's joined by HanzVolt himself and the samurai cyborg to his left. And Wallace protects all the fighters in the Kumite. He's a legend. So let's kick off the show now, shall we? With the intro and then my track, and then we're gonna hit all the legendary warriors. Let's roll, baby.
Hello? Hi, Jennifer. I know I said I'd be home early tonight, but the Kumite is on. I know, baby. I know how dangerous it is. But I swore an oath. I swore an oath to protect them. And I have to do what I gotta do. And that means not coming home to you tonight. And you're gonna have to understand, Jennifer. It's not as easy as you think. We're fighting against things here that I can't even explain to you. They're that terrifying. You know what's going on in the world right now. And there's only a few of us out here left that have the courage to fight. I'll be home later. Goodbye. I am Wallace, the Protector. By day, I wear the badge of law, upholding justice in a world that pretends to be civilized. By night, under the moonlight veil, I am the shield between you and the abyss, hired to guard this ancient tournament from the venomous grasp of the Red Mantis. I've seen things that would shatter a lesser man, and tonight, I speak not as your guardian, but as your brother in arms, to lay bare the struggles we face and the unholy evil that stalks us all. You come here to test your mettle, to prove your spirit in the raw fury of combat. But you know, the true fight? It's not fists and blood. It's a war against darkness that coils around the thrones of power. The elites. These self-anointed kings and queens of boardrooms and shadows. They've forged pacts with forces older than time itself. Dark entities whisper from the void, promising them dominion in exchange for snuffing out the light. Oh, they hide behind their ivory towers, their gilded smiles. But I know their game. I've patrolled the edges. All their empires, I've seen deals struck in smoke-filled rooms where souls are battered and bartered like currency. The struggles, they're etched in every scar we bear. We fight for purity. For the untainted fire of human will. While they unleash their hounds, the Red Mantis, to poison it all. These assassins aren't mere thugs. They're vessels for that ancient malice. Trained in arts twisted by infernal alliances, they strike not just your bodies, but at the very essence of what makes us free. The light within. The elites partner with these dark forces because they fear us. The unbowed, the unbreakable, we represent that spark they can't control. The flame that exposes their rot. They send their waves of corruption, rigged systems, silenced voices, and now here, in the Kumite, attempts to dismantle the last bastion of true strength. But hear me. We've endured their betrayals. Their ambushes in dead of night. Their whispers, they try to sow doubt among us. I've lost brothers in blue in their schemes, watched good men turn to puppets by promises of power. The evil is hideous. It creeps into partnerships disguised as progress. Alliances with shadows, they promise wealth but deliver chains. They snuff out the light by dimming our resolve, by making us question if the light is even worth it. It is. We stand in this arena under a watchful eye of the moon. We reclaim what they have stolen. The Kumite isn't just a tournament. It's a rebellion against their tyranny. So fighters, protectors, all who dare defy, let this be our vow. We'll face the struggles head on, expose the elites' foul bargains, and shatter the dark forces. Shatter those forces that they worship. The Red Mantis may come, but they'll find only our unyielding wall. For as long as I draw breath, the light endures. Now go forth and fight, not for glory, but for the dawn that follows the endless night. Jennifer.
I'll be home. I'll be home soon. Where am I? Where am I? All right, baby, that's it, man. That's where we get started. I don't know what the heck that was. I had to... That's the first time I listened back to it, so... Seems like it turned out okay. That's all right, man. That's what we like it. That's what the Kumite is all about, man. Total madness. All right, let's get this show on the road, man. We're ready to get started. Like I said, we're starting with No Lakes line. Then we're dropping down to floating robots. Then we're jumping up to tactical, down to machines, up to synth mode, all over the map. But to start off the show, and I'm mixing everybody in, the lovers and the fighters are all mixed into one tonight, because that's how we're doing it. All right, let's start off with No Lakes Black Velvet 2026 Kumite. Excuse me, lover bracket track. Let's roll, baby. Man, that's No Lake. Always, listen, you can't, No Lake's always coming in with the beautiful hot fire. Absolutely berserk. That's No Lake, baby, leading off, man. So we got a good little start to the show. Man, look at the killers coming up. We got friggin' PintoSonic next, eTerniaN, ValidCore. I don't know if we got one in or not. Floating Robots, ValidCore, Juice, and a shade darker. That's the top. That's the lineup. Started off tonight, baby. Let's see what PintoSonic got in the house for us. Let's open up old PintoSonic's page here. PintoSonic's beautiful, man. Consistently awesome always. We got Miami Night Drive, K26W3. I always got to keep it in my head. I got to read the friggin' intros because that's what's up. I was nostalgic of the old 80s series like Miami Vice, so I made a track that brings us back to that era. The synths I used for this track are Behringer UBXA, Korg MS-2000R, baby, the Roland System 8, the Roland Juno 60, ACB, okay? Analog circuit behavior, I think that stands for. And the Roland R8 8 drum samples. Let's hit PintoSonic with Midnight Drive. Buckle up, baby, because that's a beautiful car. Ferrari, man, 1998.
You have one new message.
Hey, I kind of just wanted to call in. Things haven't really been working out so well between us, and I think it's time for both of us.
Message erased. End of messages.
PintoSonic, baby, one of the world's greatest musicians. I think everybody can say it, man. He's one of the greatest musicians of all time. He's got amazing music, absolutely fantastic insane, insane, insane. And bro, listen, you know how the Kumite goes. I started with the phone theme and now we got a phone in the third song. So you know how it goes. Once the Kumite starts going, everybody starts intergelling and telepathically communicating and the theme starts to develop. It's pretty wild, man. If it's your first time here, like, share, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, man. But that's PintoSonic. Absolutely fantastic. I just want to also shout out to the channel Symptoms of Reality. They're also doing a prize for the show. They're donating something for the raffle as well at the end. Awards night. So shout out to Symptoms of Reality. If one of the mods in there wants to throw their channel in the chat, so anybody can go over there and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Amazing channel. One of the greatest channels on YouTube by far. And also we've got another... Noir et La Blanc is donating a gift as well. He said he loves a musical competition. He loves when people on YouTube do stuff for music. He's an amazing friend of the channel, friend of mine. And he's also donating a prize for the raffle. So shout out to Noir et La Blanc V, baby. And they got a great show that goes on Thursday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern. And he also has his main channel, Noir et La Blanc V, that's got some really cool stuff. So it's cool, man. And we got some people, I believe, don't hold me to it, man, because the raffle gets wild when we get to near the end. I think we got some people in the Kumite actually donating some stuff as well for the raffle. So the raffle is going to be big time, going to be a laugh. I'm excited for it. And I'm excited for all this music, man, because we got the greatest musicians in the world here, man. Top notch. And, you know, they're pretty much better than everybody else on the planet, basically. Everyone in this competition is the best in the world, easily. But there only can be one winner, you know? That's just the way it goes. That's life. And, you know, in life, sometimes you got to have one winner, just because that's what's up. All right. Sunblessed Bronze, baby, from the one, the only eTerniaN. We've got Kumite Ascension Week 3 track. Sunblessed Bronze is a reflection of the goodness who had embossed Mayan suns for skin, and with one kiss she turned to a bronze statue. Her hair was long and her compromised of several dreadlocks. Interesting imagery there. I'm excited to see what develops. This is eTerniaN with Sunblessed Bronze. Man, that is eTerniaN, baby. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, man. What a start to the show. Absolutely nuts. Bonkers. All right, baby. Vic Corftron from Moncton, one of the Maple Syrup Mafia members. I don't know if he got a track in. I don't think he did. He's a very busy man. He's farming, man. It's snowing up there now. So he's probably hurting today because the Canadians lost in the Olympics to the Americans. So I'm a American. Okay, when I'm living somewhere and they win, I'm American. So I'm cheering for America. Maple Syrup Mafia, too bad. Canada lost. So sad. Lost to the girls as well. So shout out to the Americans, baby. The eagle ate the goose. The eagle ate the beaver. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. I saw a dude cut his TV in half with a chainsaw. He was watching the game and he got so pissed off that the US beat Canada, he went and cut his TV in half with a chainsaw. So that's pretty cool. All right, man, let's go down to the next row. We got Floating Robots, ValidCore, we got Jukes, baby, and we got a Shades Darker. Let's hit it. Alrighty, the Enchanted Frequency Forest from Floating Robots. No description needed. Beautiful artwork with the gnome. Let's check it out. Real good zoom in. A gnome, dude with big ears, couple little big ear creepers. And we got the mushroom, baby, the one and only. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. All right, the Enchanted Frequency Forest. Let's hear it. Floating Robots. That's kind of the floating robots. That's what we needed, man. Ooh, shake off all those dark forces that are always creeping in. What a beautiful, beautiful song. A very familiar melody we love. And floating robots, man. The drums in there were super cool, actually. I love that kind of drum sound. I wish I knew what it was, man, but I'm not a musician. I just play one on TV, all right? So I don't even know, but it sounded friggin' awesome to me, man. Floating robots, legend. Absolute legend. All right, baby. Next up, we got ValidCore coming in hot from High Point, North Carolina, dude. ValidCore is a legend. Absolute friggin' legend of the Kumite. Did he get one in every beat? Shall we check? Every beat, February 23rd, it's in. Song for the wife I played for her on Valentine's, baby. We got a lover in the house. I dig it. Song for Valentine's Day. Okay. It worked too. Damn, dude. We don't mind that. We're bros in here, man. You got a bit of love and that's all good. We like it. It worked. Okay, epic kick. SY1 snare. Juno 60 for the strings. Cat on the bass. UBXA on the lead. And let's hear it, man. Every beat. Damn, dude. Now the title's got more meaning, doesn't it? Damn. Damn. ValidCore. That's a beautiful song, man. I'm going to have to listen to that again, dude. And I can see why it worked now, dude. What a beautiful song. What a beautiful voice. What beautiful lyrics. What beautiful sounds made in there, dude. Damn. Echo says, my wife loves when I write a song for her. Yeah, I bet she does, my brother. I bet she does. All right, man. That's ValidCore, baby. Absolutely fantastic. We're rolling along here. I just showed the Lounsberry pedal, man. This is absolutely gorgeous, okay? This is the fish paper pedal. This is the gold medallion, baby. Okay, the quest for the gold pedal. Like I told you, the top 5 vote getters, including the champion, which won't be crowned or known until after the death match, where 5 people will compete on awards night for the golden pedal, baby. Donated, one of a kind, signed on the inside by Lounsberry Pedals and signed by me on the inside. So you got a custom, beautiful organ grunter, and this thing is friggin' out of control nuts. Okay, you don't believe me? Then you're gonna have to just believe me because I'm telling the truth. All right, so that's Lounsberry Pedals pedal there, man. Let's keep rolling on, man, because we got a blistering show. And I just got to open up one thing here and make sure I got old Hanzi boy added to the scene here. Hold on now, because I got to make sure we got this in the right spot. You know what I mean? Here we go. Hold on real quick. X that out. Just put this right in here. Boom. Right there. And then I got to follow. Boom. No thanks. All right. So he's in there now for sure. And I'm going to X that out. Go back over here. All right. Next up, we got Juice Baby from SeaTac, Washington. What a lineup coming in hot here tonight. What a night of music, man. Isn't the best way to spend a Sunday night with the Kumite, Synth Kumite? All right. We got Ascension. This track is called Pain. Those who do not understand true pain can never understand true peace. Matriarchy bass lines, some Corgi digi waves, and some chomped samples. All right, baby, this is Juice, DJ DoggyDadd, a.k.a. the one, the only, the master of time. Wow. Talk about in your face, man. Pain. I like the name of that song, and I like the vibe of that song, because that song, man, that's like you going through some pain there, brother. I'll tell you that right now. I like that little reverse at the end, too. That's Banana Rider Juice, baby. Match time. Everybody thank Juice, man, because Juice is the one. Banana Rider 69 is the one who's the master of time. He's out there putting his time in, logging every timestamp, so after you can go back and check your track, send it out, put in your votes, and so on and so forth. So thank you, Banana Rider. All right, man. Next up, we got a shade darker. Did he get one in February 1st? I don't know if he did. I got to check. Shade darker. I think this was the first one, breaking Mach 2. Yep, shade darker. And then we're moving on. So now we did 1 line, 2 lines. Now we're jumping up top, TacticalMidi. Then we got Twin Cities Oxygen and Apollo Hanzo. I don't know if Azu got one in. We'll check. All right. The one, the only. El Fantastico, baby. TacticalMidi. Dreams of reality. I'm excited. Only description is music. Let's go TacticalMidi, baby. Man, that's TacticalMidi. Listen, check out TacticalMidi's channel. Absolutely amazing. Great channel, great dude. He's a hardcore musician, hardcore super talent. And obviously you see this cat ain't playing around, man. TacticalMidi came for that belt, baby. He came for the belt. He ain't holding back. And already he's got an amazing album with those 3 friggin' tracks loaded up, baby. TacticalMidi, you're on fire, dude. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, who's going to follow that is the big question. Who's following Tactical? Digital Dream, I don't know. Let's check. I'm not sure if they got one in. I didn't see it in the inbox. Let me go right to the bottom. We check by the date. Oh, March 5. Did not. Let's go move on over here. Twin Cities Oxygen, baby. The Maple Syrup Mafia himself. The one, the only. The master of the Snow Beast, baby. Snow Beast. Look at this, dude. The Snow Beast made an appearance last week. Don't forget, last week, due to Twin Cities Oxygen's album art right here. Okay, I'm just going to show the album art real quick. Due to this friggin' album art right here, I decided to cough up some of my own hard-earned money, okay, and made a prize that I'm just going to pick myself for my favorite album art. And right now, leading the way is TCO with the Snow Beast. So someone's got to beat TCO for the best friggin' album artwork so far, because he's leading the pack right now with the Snow Beast with 3 pretty little beasts, baddies on the back with the fur boots, okay? And he's coming back with the theme this week with the Snow Beast. The Snow Beast battles, Bobby, the Hobgoblin, and his groove thing, Dark Magic. So we got this little creature down here battling the epic Snow Beast, breaking out of the chains. So this is exciting. And we got the Hobgoblin down here with the lyrics on the screen for all you to follow along with right here, okay? It was a special request to make all these lyrics available for everyone to read along, okay? So let's go along here. This is Bobby Bought a Groove Thing from the one, the only representative, global representative of the Maple Syrup Mafia, Twin Cities Auction. Also got an amazing YouTube channel. Check that out as well. And a great friend. Let's go. Bobby Bought a Groove Thing.
Oh, those pesky renegades are at it again. They make me so frustrated deep down inside. Especially that Synth Samurai. Oh, if they only knew how their shenanigans warmed me up in my belly. Wait, who's that at the door? Snow Beast? For the deepest parts of hell, parts north. Cross western plains and the ball rail falls. Renegade, go too far. Renegade, go too far. Tremble rain and blessed fin. Captain of the Renegade, go too far. Renegade, go too far. Keep our name out your mouth. 'Cause your views go south. Guess he's gonna need it. Guess who's gonna need it? Bought a groove thing. Yes, he bought a groove thing. Don't put that in your mouth. Whether it's been down south. Renegades can't go that far. Renegades can't go that far. While I leave the Alpine Grove to see how God stuff his soul. Oh, said their work has gone too far. Oh, said their work has gone too far. Went to England, smoked a fag. Smoked went to Greenland, planted our flag. Renegades can't go too far. Renegades can't go too far. Keep my name out your mouth. 'Cause your views are going south. Guess who's gonna need it? Guess who's gonna need it? Bobby Groove, yes, Bobby Groove.
Samurai, permission to abort. Mission, he's doing it again. Host of the network has set self-destruct. I gotta get out of here. Too fucking edgy,
All right, baby, that's the Snow Beast battle Robbie or Bobby the Hobgoblin, baby. That sounds like a little bit of a diss track. I don't know, man. Absolutely crazy. That's a diss track to the whole synth network. It looks like Snow Beast, baby. What a track, man. Twin Cities Auction, I tell you, you're leveling up, you're stepping up, you get better and better every time I hear you, and you're actually finding this cool little zone, man. I feel like the Snow Beast inside you is coming alive, dude, and I'm excited for the rest of your tracks for this Kumite, because you're going to have a really cool album, man. I feel like the Snow Beast is the muse in you. Absolutely nuts. And look at this album artwork. I mean, you guys got to step up with the album artwork. If you want the prize for the best album artwork is a custom made t-shirt with your album artwork on the back, you know? Made one for Apollo Hanzo, came out amazing, and Apollo Hanzo is the one who gave me the idea for that shirt because he made one like it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a prize for that. So that's Twin Cities Auction, baby. Next up, man, Apollo Hanzo. Absolute friggin' legend himself. Heavy guitar vibes on this one. Ultra Mega, not a cult. And Apollo-laka. I love it. Picture this. No Cliff Burton, Jason Newsted, or Robbie Trujillo. Just Lars Ulrich, James Hasfield, and Kirk Hammett, baby, looking at each other in disbelief as they made it all the way to the Andromedon Galaxy, playing at a dive bar for a bunch of red mantises. See, this is what's wonderful about the Kumite. It's not just a music competition. It's alive. It's breathing. It's a lore. It's a story. It just keeps unfolding, man. And the characters coming alive, man, and integrating into each other to create one of the coolest friggin' musical events of all time. And I'm absolutely humbled and honored to be able to host this and showcase your guys' great talent. Because I'm just a hype man, baby. You know it. We know it. Let's roll. Apollica from Apollo.
Renegades! What is your profession?
Elementary, my dear Watson, baby. That's right. That's some sword stickers right there. That's Apollo. Absolutely amazing, man. I love the direction this album's taking. And this is what you get, man. You come to the Kumite. It's a cool event. We don't ask for nothing. We don't ask for money. We do it for the thrills, not the bills. This event is strictly for the people, by the people, to the people, for the people, be the people, we the people. Okay? That's what it's all about. It's about hosting an event to showcase some amazing musicians, because it's the least I could do for everything that everybody always does for me, man. And let's just check out some of our sponsors, man. We got to shout them out. We got Fred's Lab, a beautiful boutique synthesizer company with some amazing products. Absolutely fantastic. Check out Fred's Lab. We've got Iowa Trading Company, like I told you earlier, man. They are an amazing branding company. Great sponsor to the channel and sponsor to the Kumite as well. They'll be giving away some prizes at the end for the raffle. They got everything you need, man. What do you need? You ask for it, they got it. They got your back 100%, 24/7, any time of day. You call them, tell them what you need, they'll get it for you, no problem. All right, then we got Tasty Chips Electronics, another boutique synth company that probably has one of the most revolutionary epic products of all time, the GR Mega Granular Workstation. I know HanzVolt himself, the absolute legend. He's been doing some amazing videos the last few nights showcasing this amazing product, and I think he's the biggest, what do you want to call it? He's the biggest evangelist for this type of product, man. So shout out to Tasty Chips for sponsoring the Kumite. They'll be giving away some very, very cool prizes at the end as well. As I just showed you, we got Greg Lounsberry, baby, from Lounsberry Pedals. He was the original first ever sponsor to Kumite, so he's an absolute friggin' all-star, super legend. He's in the Kumite under SynthCircus. He'll be having a track later, and yeah, man, check out Lounsberry Pedals. It's awesome. And I showed you the beautiful golden pedal, which will be awarded to the winner of the death match, which is the top 5 vote getters for all of the Kumite will be competing for the golden pedal. And don't forget myself, Synth Samurai. We got gear, everything you need. You want it, I got it. We got the Kumite mug, which is absolutely crazy. I think everybody wants one of these. You can drink rum, vodka, whatever you want. You can drink hot toddy. You can drink coffee. And we got the whole Synth Kumite right on the back, the tour short shirt mug, right? I'll throw that down the chat now. All you broke boys out there, go buy yourself a mug, right? Come on. Don't be so damn cheap. All right, there we go. And don't forget, also, we got The Dark Slide, an amazing company. We got skateboards, we got snowboards, some super cool products here. They're donating a custom board. That's one of the prizes they'll be donating, plus some other things as well. And they got snowboards, baby. They got skateboards. They got everything. Very cool company. And they're a super friend of the channel and a sponsor to Synth Kumite. And they got vinyls too, man, for all you MPC addicts out there. We got vinyl too. Don't you forget it. Okay? And let's get back to the show. So next up, that was Apollo. So we did this lane, that lane, that lane. Now we're jumping down. We got the Machines one, DJ DoggyDadd, Interceptor, and SpaceCapsule coming in hot for the next round. And then we're moving up top. And we got SynthMode, SynthCircus, Blairy's Beatlab, and Slack. Okay? That's the next 2 rows to go, man. It's exciting. There is no weakness in the Synth Kumite. Everybody's amazing. And you get narrative, you get comedy, you get rock and roll, you get metal, you get insanity, you get smooth, you get music you can make love to. If you don't believe me, just ask ValidCore, dude. Okay? Let's check it out. Machines 1. What did he do for us this week? A great album come along. Sweet Demise, beautiful album art right here. Ooh, this could be in the running for the best art. I don't know. It's going to be a secret till the end anyway. Made all on the Digitone 2. This guy's a Digitone aficionado. He told me to make sure I read his description, and it says made on the Digitone 2. So glad that I had to really keep that in mind. All right, let's go. 3 minutes, 20 seconds of absolute Digitone bliss. One of the greatest to ever do it, man. The Machines One. What a fantastic track again, dude. Very, very cool album, man. The fact that the Machines One's got 3 amazing albums after each of these Kumites is very cool. That's got a vibe, dude. You got a vibe to it. I got to tell you right now. That is absolutely gorgeous. Sounds like you might have got a bit of loving after you made that too, huh? We don't know, man. That's a making love track as well, dude. I think. I don't know. I can see it. I can see it. Welcome, Blairy, baby. Good morning to you. Good morning. Glad you could make it, bro. And over down under, like I said, man, the Kumite, we got people from all over the world, from New York to Nova Scotia to New Jersey to Spain to Australia to Colorado to Massachusetts, okay? To everywhere, to Portugal, Moncton, New Brunswick, all over the place, Maryland, Los Angeles, Perth, Amarillo, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada, Newfoundland and Labrador, God's country. Okay, we got them from everywhere. All right, up next, DJ DoggyDadd from Colorado. The king of the cult classics, baby. One of my favorite artists of all time. DJ DoggyDadd. Did he get one in or not? Did he get one in? Did he get one in? Gotta see, gotta see. Round 1, round 2. Let me refresh. DJ DoggyDadd, you let me know. Did you get one in? Am I missing something? You let me know, bro. You let me know. I'm looking at the order here. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to put you on hold for a second because I'm not sure if you got it in or not. We got Interceptor up next, baby. Let's see what Interceptor got. Synth Kumite Season 3. Everyone's going to be fine. Let's roll. I got one in. Actually, hold on. Where is it? Pause for Interceptor. We're going back to DJ DoggyDadd for a second. Which one is it, baby? I got round 1. I got round 2. Is it this one? February 2nd. Round 1. February 2nd. Round 2, Dog on Fire. Which one is it, bro? I don't think you hit. You probably still got it saved as a draft, bro. You got to go and hit it up. I'm going to go to Midi Mark and come back. You let me know when she's ready. All right, baby. Interceptor from Whittier, California. Week 3. Everyone's going to be fine. Let's go. All right, baby. Interceptor, aka Midi Mark, baby. Absolutely insane, dude. Making some crazy music, man. What's up to Vulture Culture popping in? Scummer cheers, baby. Scum cheers to the Vulture. What's up, my boy? What's up, my boy? We gave a few invitations over the years. An invitation went out to Get Jervis, an invitation went out to Noir, and an invitation's going out to Vulture Culture. You're invited to Kumite 2027 next year, bro. So accept if you want. If you don't, just enjoy the show. But absolutely love Vulture Culture's channel. Think he's amazing. And pleasure to have you here, my bro, because you're about to hear some of the best music you ever heard in your whole life. Because the cats in here ain't playing around. All right, next up, we got SpaceCapsule from Portland, Oregon. Super legend. We've got week 3, the Pro Don Hour Part 2, Kumite Rising. SpaceCapsule always does some very cool stuff. Kumite 2026, week 3, I'm continuing to showcase the multi-part Epoch. The Pre-Dawn Hour Part 2, the multi-part epic, will ultimately be over 15 minutes at length when played together. To help the Kumite move along, I'm breaking it up into 5-minute increments where you'll hear 2 movements at a time when presented. The week is part 2. I'm using the Oberheim Obi-Wan Behringer Wasp and Selena. 2 Behringers, baby. You know it because they're amazing. And an Arturia Drum Brute, also awesome, to round up the lineup. If all goes well, I will perform the entire set live in an upcoming broadcast. Cool, man. Let's do it. Kumite 2026, the Pre-Dawn Hour Part 2 by the one and only absolute legend SpaceCapsule. Man, that SpaceCapsule, man. Me and SpaceCapsule came up in the old school days, man. Live jamming, okay? He's one of the greatest live jammers of all time. Amazing dude who actually takes his show on the road and plays live in front of people too. So he's amazing, amazing musician. And man, what do we got? The OB1, the Behringer Wasp, and the Solina. The Solina there, man. The star of that track is the Behringer Solina. I'm going to have to buy one of those, man. And everyone else should buy one too, because that thing for like $139, wow. Talk about a string machine. Man, that's amazing. I can't wait to hear the whole thing. Can't wait to hear the whole thing, SpaceCapsule, baby. Gorgeous. Cosmic. That's right. Vulture culture, baby. Cosmic is the word. All right, who do we got up next? All right, so we went down there. Now we're jumping up top, switching it up. We got SynthMode. We got SynthCircus. We got Blairy's Beatlab and Slack, okay, for the next round. And then under that, we got KRAFT, HarmonicSonics, AEYER, and Unlabelable, okay? What a friggin' lineup, okay? And then we got the final row up top with, I got to refresh it actually because I added our boy in there, HanzVolt, so that might have switched stuff up. Oh, it did. Okay, all right. We got, oh yeah, we got to go DJ DoggyDadd. Where are we here? DJ DoggyDadd said he got one in. All right, DJ DoggyDadd, here we go, baby. There he is, the one, the only, round 3. Fan favorite for sure, man, DJ DoggyDadd. Hand-drawn wiener, let's go. 9-inch cat nails.
Starting to feel pretty hungry. Now I think about it, I could probably go for some of those cat snacks.
Damn, that was HarmonicSonics said it best, dude. That was worth the wait. Cat snacks, dude. Round 3. 9-inch cat nails with cat snacks, bro. That is another friggin' cult classic. Holy friggin' guacamole. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm loving the lore and the story arc of friggin' DJ DoggyDadd. I love it. Friggin' love it. All right, man. Let's keep moving, baby. Cat snacks. That'll be stuck in my head the whole time. Cat snacks, baby. All right, where are we? We're up here. I got to hit because I moved something down because we had to add HanzVolt into top left. So I'm going Slack. Then I'm going Hamalorian, SynthMode, SynthCircus. Then we're dropping down and we're hitting Echo, Harmonics, and AEYER, and Unlabelable. All right. Next up, baby, is Slack. Slack is coming in hot, man. We got a few newcomers to the Kumite. Slack is absolutely doing a great job this year. And let's check out the reading, man. My brain is scanned by the CIA, mapping my thoughts out day by day. I hear voices in the air everywhere, never silence, always there. Here's the lyrics, man. I won't read them. You guys read them yourself because I don't want to spoil the song. Tech and the trauma. Let's do it, baby. Hope you're all ready. Buckle up, sit back and enjoy. This is the one, the only, the absolute master of madness. Slack. Yeah, someone just said I would watch that in concert for sure, and I can just only I'm imagining that in a friggin' in a concert, and just, man, that's crazy. That was that was melting my face. Someone said in the chat, I was like, you know what? If I get to the ice wall, baby, I'm gonna have to bring Slack and his friggin' guitar, and he's gonna be the one cutting right through that ice wall like a friggin' laser blade, baby. That's Slack. Epic, man. 3 weeks of epic tracks, man. Everybody tonight is on friggin' fire. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? This is out of control. I don't even know what to do with myself anymore. Damn, so many good songs. The crazy thing about the Kumite is you keep forgetting what came before it. So many good songs. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Man, oh my God. All right, next up we've got... So we start with Slack, now we're going up to Hamalorian, SynthMode, SynthCircus, and Beatlab. Then we're jumping down to the bottom to do KRAFT, HarmonicSonics, AEYER, and Unlabelable, and then finishing off with HanzVolt, Conductive, Wolfman Love, and Studio 8 FX. All right, Hamalorian, baby. Let's hear what you got from Las Vegas, Nevada. Did you get one in? Freezing popcorn? Yeah, freezing popcorn. I got to make sure I got this right. Zesty Toast was this one. Round 1, the Kumite. Round 3, She Deserved Better. All right, here we go. Zesty Toast by the Hamalorian. I should click it, right? Let's see what comes up. There we go. To my late wife who died just before her sleep, shy of turning 50, I had to do CPR and to no avail. One of the worst days of my life. She was in a lot of pain and deserved better, as so many do, and are cast off by others. All right, bro, let's go. She Deserved Better, round 3 from the Hamalorian. The percussive playground, baby. That is the one, the only Hamalorian with the percussive playground with the layers and layers, baby. Sounding nice. A little bit of jungle fever going on there. You know what I mean? Sounding decent, dude. Sounding decent. I like the build up. I like the fade away. And yeah, man, shout out to you. God bless. For sure. Head bopping. That's right. That's the kind of stuff that makes your head bop. Okay? Let's go with SynthMode from Los Angeles, California. A newcomer to the competition as well. What did he get in? Jupiter, did he get one in? February 22nd, date looks good. Boom, boom, bam, bam. Synth Kumite Week 3. This is a dark melodic techno song created with the Arturia JUP8000 and the new JE8086 from the usual suspects. Both are powerful VSTs, synth emulations of the Roland JP8000. All right, baby. SynthMode's been coming in hot the last 2 weeks. Let's see what he's got in store for us tonight. Woo! That's SynthMode, baby. Absolute banger, dude. Banger. Absolute banger. I feel like I could hear that one in a friggin' nightclub with a bunch of friggin' fog going through. Cool. Absolutely crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy tracks. This is a very fun experience, I have to tell you. Crazy, crazy tracks, man. What's up? Check out what the chat's saying real quick here. I'm going to have a hard time voting. I know every week it's so hard to vote. That's why we thank the Banana Rodder for time stamping all the tracks. So tomorrow you can go back in. If you got 2 or 3 you're undecided with, go back, listen again tomorrow. I'm posting the link at the end. You know how it works. It goes live right at the end of the show until 7:30 tomorrow night. You got basically 24 hours to vote. Go back, recheck some tracks, see what you like, see what you didn't, and put in your vote. You only get 1 vote, so make it count. You know what I mean? And if you got a family member watching the show with you, you got only vote with 1 IP address, so your wife will have to get on her phone on the cell service and vote that way. You understand? That's a little tip. All right, SynthCircus. The one oh is Greg Lounsberry, baby, from Lounsberry Pedals. Got a track in, The Healing Power of Rain. And like I said, we thank Greg for being the first ever sponsor to Synth Kumite, and many, many more to come. And it's an absolute honor to have him here because he makes amazing music and also amazing guitar pedals made in America, by an American, for Americans, and for everybody around the world, actually, because they're absolute awesome guitar pedals. All right, let's check this out. We got growing up in a home with a metal roof, rainy days had an unavoidable tendency to induce introspection. Yes, indeed. Let's hear it, baby, Greggy. Man, that's Greg Lounsberry, baby. That's SynthCircus. Awesome stuff, man. That sounded so good, dude. Great little switch ups in there, man. Great vibe. Absolute friggin' legend, baby. The one, the only, Greg Lounsberry, baby, competing in the Lover's Lane bracket. We got Blairy's Beatlab coming up next. Then we're moving down to the bottom row to hit up KRAFT, HarmonicSonics, AEYER, and Unlabelable. What a friggin' lineup we got down there. Those 4 are coming in super hot. And then we're finishing off the night with HanzVolt, Conductive, Wolfman Love, and Studio 8FX to close out the night. All right, Blairy, baby. Up early, coming in hot. Machine Violante Kumite 3, week 3. No description needed. Cover art, gorgeous. The portal to heaven. Let's roll, baby. Machina Volante by the one, the only Barry's Beatlab. Amazing YouTube channel. If you haven't checked it out, get over there. Lots of people in the Kumite got YouTube channels. They show you exactly what they're doing, how they make music, how they play, live jam, entertainment, everything and in between, and it's cool. That's Blairy's Beatlab, baby. Ooh, man, we got a big Aussie contingent in the Kumite, man. Absolutely fantastic track. Super cool. One of the cool things about Blairy, man, you can go to his YouTube channel. One of the boys will throw it down in the chat. If you don't mind, throw Blairy's channel down there, because you can go check out what he does, man, how he makes his music. You can see how the sausage is made, you know? All right, so that's it, man. We got that row done. Now we're moving down to the bottom row here. We got KRAFT, HarmonicSonics, AEYER, and Unlabelable. And then we're hitting the last row right up at the top. So, man, what a night of music so far. What an absolutely fantastic showing of everybody. We got KRAFT, the one, the only Daywalker, okay, the legend himself, a.k.a. Synth Hefner, okay, a.k.a. Vanilla Cream, all right, a.k.a. I'm the Biscuit King. He used to be, but I got the title now. And a great brother and a great friend. And I appreciate him well, and I look at him as a mentor, and an absolute honor to be friends with the man. All right, Uncharted Planet by KRAFT. Let's read the little blurb down the bottom, shall we? Upon discovering a tear in the fabric of space and time, a Star-class ship had been declared lost by the Federation. Its whereabouts was listed unknown. After 10 years, data had come back from the said ship that it had come across an uncharted planet. To be continued. Instruments used, Rev 2, Solar 42N, the LM drum, pigments, hyper or heavy velocity, industrial foundations. All right, man, the one and only KRAFT. Sit back, buckle up, enjoy yourselves for some music from an absolute international sensation, KRAFT. That's the one, the only KRAFT. What a friggin' track, man. What an amazing track. We had some douche in here say that was boring, man. You know what, bro? Get back under your dirty old bridge where you came from. You know what I mean? You troll. You rotten little troll, get out of here. Take that. Hey, get him out of, do it like they do in the saloon. Grab that dude by his belt buckle and grab him by the front of his shirt and chuck him out of the saloon door. We ain't got no time for you here tonight, buddy. Especially you disrespect the one, the only Echo KRAFT. Are you absolutely crazy? You absolutely crazy? Put some respect on that man's name. All right, let's see who we got next. Great track, Echo. Good stuff, my brother. All right, we got HarmonicSonics and AEYER and Unlabelable. And then we're going to the top row to finish it off. Great stuff. The one and only HarmonicSonics. If you want to see a little more about this cat, check out Symptoms of Reality, Third Ear, with Tone Smith and the boys from Monkey Island and Marilyn herself as they do a Third Ear, a little bit of a breakdown of some tracks he did. Very cool. Check it out. All right, this track, I'm attempted to rap. Sorry. All right, here we go. You never know what HarmonicSonics is going to bring. It's always a wild ride, and we love it.
You know it's coming. You know it's coming. You don't know what's coming. 1, 2, check. BSM, SRM, HarmonicSonics, Synth Kumite, Shrimp Wave, Symptoms of Reality. Not a cult, but it's a calling. Making sounds all day and night. Laying it down. I got the beat going, I keep the music flowing. Yeah, it's electronic, but the groove is tight, you know it. Maybe not what you would expect, but I ain't playing for keeps. I'm just vibing with the sound, experiment with techniques. Sometimes I just wanna chill and reminisce. Otherwise, I'm upsize and realizing this. That no matter the time and no matter the place, the sound reaching our eardrums are the interface. Because the senses are all processing information in a continuous cycle that's way faster than vision. Record tactility and much acuity. Feeling credulity? No, it's ingenuity. While I'm sleeping late into the night, spinning stars inside of the light. Astral flight beyond the speed of light. Come the morning if you set aside. With the pen to paper, the sonic landscaper, happy little synths with mist. I'm like that water vapor and the fresh organic composite material deep within the soil, way out to the ethereal. You know that space and time really constructs of the mind. You don't mean they don't exist, but there's so much more to find, like growing fruit from the soil. Music takes much love and toil, and if you leave them too long, that's surely gonna spoil. Sometimes a guided meditation's good to send in my mind, not only bring into balance, like if you live while unwind by a laundry list of rules meant only to control, rather than to guide creativity, pay the toll. Yeah, always a good time to break away from the mold. There's no point to complicate unless it removes the blindfold. I don't always have a plan, but I'd like to prepare. Though it's fun to ride the wave, you got to stay aware. Yeah. While I'm sleeping late into the night, spinning stars outside of the light. Conscious light beyond the speed of light. Dawn the morning if you say it's inside. Let's go.
Yep. HarmonicSonics, bro. I gotta say that's probably my favorite track you've ever done. I think you should rap more and more and more. I think you should rap as much as you possibly can do because the flow was wicked, your voice was wicked, the bars were wicked. It went with the music so well. I like how you mixed in your old school style singing with the rap, dude. I think you should, man. I think you just leveled. You just added a new freaking weapon to your arsenal, dude. And do not even think about not doing that again. That was awesome, bro. That was friggin' awesome. That is friggin' awesome. I like that. I like surprises like that. I didn't expect that. And do not apologize. You said sorry, dude? That's friggin' amazing. That's awesome, bro. Friggin' absolutely awesome. Yeah, do what you want to do, man. It's your own thing. I ain't into the game of telling people what to do, okay? All I say is do something. I don't care what you do. Just do something. And if that is it, man, you knocked it out of the park. Absolutely crazy. The mixed synthesizer arts, dude. Talk about skill. All right, next up, we got an absolute fantastic musician from down under, baby. We got AEYER, the champion of Kumite 2024. Okay, the first ever Kumite champion. That's a very, very, very special honor. And that goes to AEYER, okay? And he's got a track in here tonight. AEYER's not in the competition bracket of the Kumite this year, but he's absolutely involved and he's putting in some great music for us to listen to. And it's an absolute honor to play a former Kumite champion, AEYER. I don't think there's a description, is there? Oh, yeah, there is. Control theory is an interdisciplinary branch of engineering and applied mathematics that develops models and algorithms to manage, command, or regulate behavior of dynamical systems. Used successfully in the engineering field, it became a foundational principle in cybernetics, which has been misapplied to society. Cool. I dig. Control theory. Let's roll. Okay. Now you know why he is the champion of the Kumite. The first ever. It's a great honor. The first ever champion, AEYER. And like you said, he stepped back into Lover's Lane this year to give some space for some other new champions to be born. Okay? Great track. Absolutely friggin' epic, man. What a night. What a night, man. What a night. All right, now we're coming down to the end. Ladies and gentlemen. We're nearing the end. We got Unlabelable. I don't know. Let me see if Jumping Man got one in just to check real quick. I don't know if he did. I don't think so. Jumping Man didn't get one in. There's Apollo. Jumping Man. All right. So we're going to go Unlabelable. Then we're hitting the top row to finish it off for the night with the amazing HanzVolt. We'll Conductive. We'll see if he got one in. The amazing Conductive. Wolfman Love, a brother from Newfoundland, Labrador, and studio of 8 effects from Amarillo, Texas. Man, we're coming to the end. Night goes fast, man. Great tracks, great times. I got this other little scenario going on over here, though, where I geared up another little, I like the look of this, man. This is hot. This is hot to trot. Look at that. I just got to get myself in front of the friggin' banner there, and we're good to go. Let me try something here, because I'm just playing around, always trying to revamp and get stuff going properly, right? So if I put myself in front of the Mac right there, live chat, let me pop that on the screen too, see if I can get her going good there. Boom. Live chat, see where she is. There she is right there. Perfect. Look at that, man. That is a friggin' screen. And not only that, if I go and do something cool like this, which I'll show you too, which I thought is pretty friggin' cool, I can show you something else that's cool. So let me get this loaded up. Let's see here. Great job. Get that over there. I'm just moving around. Don't mind me for a sec. I'm just messing around because I like doing stuff on the fly. You know what I mean? Go over here. Turn our little baby on. Down to the bottom. Boom. Right? So if I just move this screen real quick, I was messing around with something the other day. And I got, that's the look there. Look, I got the look over on the side. And I'm like, bam. You want to see the friggin', you want to see a night verb? Shaboosh. Look at that. Shout out to Paul from PWM. Look at these two beauties with the friggin' custom Kawasaki green, the Kim Kardashian end cheeks on the PWM Malevolent, baby. Look at that. And look at that hot pink from KRAFT, Echo 3D prints. Come on. Can you get two prettier synths to have stacked on top of each other? Look at that, baby. That's the PWM Malevolent, which is a monster. And this is the PWM Mantis, which is also a monster. Okay? And then I'm like, oh, boom. You want to check this out? Look at this. Jump over here. Big mixer. All the gear. Jump over here. Look at that. Night verb. Right in your face. Nothing to it. All right. Let's get back over to the show. I just want to show you that because I geared this up with a cool camera. The Osbot Tiny SE. Like, if you guys want a friggin' camera, this is like, doesn't got the best resolution, but look at this, man. I can line everything up. Boom, go over there. Boom, boom. Check this out. Boom. You want to see that? You want to see some PWM Mantis gear? Boom. You want to see a night verb? Check that out. Can't beat it. Best ever. And then I can be like, right back to the show. Bam, bam. I can jump over here too. Look at that. Get this Osbot off the screen. Shut down the camp. Close. See you later. All right, next up. Unlabelable, baby, from Valencia, Spain. Because of you, my week 3 track for the Synth Kumite Ascension. The first version of this track started when it was just meant as a backing track to practice chords on guitar A and D, and F sharp and E. But I liked it, and I decided to keep extending it and grew into this track. A painting is just one picture, but sometimes it can tell a whole story. The track has no vocals, but it does have lyrics to tell the story. The story of getting confidence and believing in yourself. I like that. That is the story of the Kumite. Gearing up your confidence, man. Doing things and putting yourself out there, taking risks and getting rewards. That's the confidence, because to be honest with you, the Kumite is only about truly competing against yourself. Competing against everybody in the Kumite is just for iron sharpens iron, a little bit of drama to keep the show going, and a little bit of excitement at the end. But the real opponent in the Kumite is yourself, and you getting in there every week and putting out a track. That's the real opponent. That's the moral of the story. And let's go with Unlabelable because of you. Hey, man, Unlabelable, that is beautiful, dude. That's got a vibe. That's got that vibe, bro. That's got that ValidCore vibe. That, like, smooth Machines 1 loving vibe, dude. That's cool, man. Listen, you want to set it up for your lady, you put on the little Unlabelable, a little bit of ValidCore, a little bit of Machines 1, organize the order properly, and you're probably in for a good time. Do you know what I mean? All right, man. So someone's just asking about the jerseys in the chat, man. We got Synth Renegade jerseys here. I got the Synth Samurai pink. We got the Machines 1 custom. Okay, I made a generic one here for the Aussie boys. I got one for the UK bros with the UK on the sleeve. I also got the Canadian bros and I got the American bros. And don't forget, I can make the Germany, I can make customs. I got the Bro Synth Network, it's Behringer Time Renegades jersey. I got the Renegades America jersey with the big football symbol on the front. We got lots. So if you want one, go pick one up. And let me throw it down in the chat there. If you want it, go grab one. If you actually want a custom jersey, just write me and let me know what you want on it, and I'll do a custom one for you like I did for this one, like TacticalMidi, right? Put his logo on the sleeve, put another thing on the back. He wanted that red, baby, that Miami Heat red. So that's what we did. And I made a hockey jersey for HarmonicSonics. Very cool custom jersey. Also made a custom jersey for Banana Rodder. We got Synth Kumite shirts. We got it all, man. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Represent the Bro Synth Network wherever you're going, dude. It's a movement that's on fire. It's sweeping across the globe, and everybody loves it because it's the people's network. It's the network of the people. Okay, the network of the working man, the real musicians. Okay, not the posers. All right, so let's roll up here. We got coming up top Unlabelable, and you know what? You know what's nice? After Unlabelable, you bring in a little HanzVolt to see what's happening, okay? HanzVolt, Conductive, and Wolfman Love and Studio FX to finish off the night. Let's see what old HanzVolt got in store for us. The duo. I'm in Lover's Lane. So here's an old track I wrote for my lady when I fell in love. Ah, skeet, skeet, skeet. Damn, dude. We got a lot of lovers in the chat tonight. I don't know. Maybe it's because this is the first Kumite after Valentine's Day. We got a lot of lovers in the chat, man. Even the people who are in the fighters bracket are out here making love. And we got HanzVolt, okay? The king of the romantic. The king of the romance, okay? Maybe the necro romancer by the look of that album artwork. All right, let's go. The Duo by HanzVolt. Buckle up.
Your love. So
All right, man. This is the Valentine's Day edition. I didn't even think about it, but man, we got so many lovers in. What was this? Your love makes me feel like a juggernaut. Your love makes me feel unreal. Nuts. HanzVolt, man. And we want to thank HanzVolt because HanzVolt has stepped out of the competition this season, but he's working on something special for the award show where he's actually storyboarding and cinematically creating a visual masterpiece to commemorate the Kumite. So that's a very humble and honorable thing to do, man, and we appreciate it. And I think it's going to be very, very cool. And that takes a lot of work and a lot of time. So he's submitting some great tracks, but also doing something very special for all of us, which will go down in memorial. Because we're always adding new things to memorialize this great event full of great musicians and so much talent. Like I said, it's humbling to be in the presence of such great musicians. And yeah, it's quite enjoyable, you know what I mean? So we're coming to the end of the road, the end of the night here, man. End of the night. We've got Conductive, Wolfman Love, and Studio 8 Effects. Let's see if Conductive got one in. Let's see, Kumite 3, Lover's Lane. Sonny, I think he just got one in the beginning. He's in Lover's Lane, so no obligation to enter the tournament. We got Wolfman Love coming in hot and Studio 8 Effects coming in hot. Let's see if Studio got one in. Versus 1, 2, 3, he did. And Wolfman Love got one in. The Notion of Danger. Very cool. Super cool artwork. PintoSonic-esque, man. Look at that. Motel. Maybe this will be a love song as well. Look at that, baby. Beautiful car. Very, very cool. Wolfman Love. Very great friend of mine. We grew up together in Newfoundland, Canada. He's an absolute friggin' legend. Amazing musician. Amazing human being. Total friggin' stud. And this is his track, baby, created on the Synthstrom Deluge, which he is a wizard on. Let's roll.
The notion of danger, challenge, sometimes death, might seem outdated, but danger is critical in seduction. It adds emotional spice and is particularly appealing to men today who are normally so rational and repressed.
Man, that is Wolfman Love. Absolutely friggin' amazing, man. Bro's an amazing musician. Whoops. Let's get the camera going back here. Hold on a second. We just got disconnected from the camera. There we go. We're back just like that. Boom, boom. You can't stop us. You can't stop us. Can't be stopped. Can't be dropped. You know the deal. You can try, but you can't succeed because we keep going and going and going and going. And that's Wolfman Love, man, rounding out the second last song of the night. Absolutely fantastic track. And we got Studio 8 Effects. Welcome to the Studio 8 Effects production. Very cool album art. Ooh, let's get a closer look. Nice. This is good enough. It's okay. Done February 16th, 2026. I like that artwork, bro. Nice. The title of this track comes from a battle within myself. When is a good project actually finished? At some point you have to say good is enough. If we waited until all our tracks were perfect, they'd never see the light of day. And brother, you just encapsulated the whole genesis of the Synth Kumite in the beginning. Was the whole goal of the Synth Kumite and the dojo and the martial arts aspect of this was to beat perfection paralysis and just get it done, to get in there, get your reps in, get your friggin' work done, and boom, here we go. And like you just said, you just encapsulated the whole genesis of what this Kumite was about. And it was about just getting the work done and just doing. And in the process, you end up creating some very cool stuff. So it's an honor to play your track here this evening, Versus, and it's an honor to have you, Studio 8FX, a freshman to the Kumite, to close out the show. Absolutely amazing, and let's hit it.
I do not reload, got banana clip extendos. Pull up at your crib with some Nike socks and sandals. Fucking with your bitch, and I lie to make a scandal. Hit it from the back, then I move on to the next one.
All right, baby, that's Studio FX finishing off the night, dude. And we had Unlabelable, we had Echo Craft, we had Cat Snacks, baby, we had HanzVolt in the house, SynthCircus, Barry's Beatlab, TacticalMidi, No Lake, man, PintoSonic, so much variety, Juice, Interceptor, Machines One Shade Darker, AEYER, man, everybody's in here doing it crazy tonight. And again, man, what a night of competition in the Synth Kumite Season 3, 2027. Let me just thank the sponsors of the show. We've got Fred's Lab sponsoring the show. Absolutely appreciate that. I know everyone's appreciating that. He's donating a prize for the end of the show for the raffle. We've got Iowa Trading Company. Absolute insane merchandising company. They got everything covered. Anything you need, apparel, whatever, they got it, baby. They're absolutely fantastic to work with. We've got Tasty Chips Electronics, man. They've got a big prize for the show. Super pumped about that for the raffle as well. We got Greg Lounsberry's from Lounsberry Pedals with the golden pedal for the death match. The top 5 vote getters will enter into the death match, and the champion is included in there, which the winner will be crowned with the gold pedal, and then we'll crown the Kumite champion after, which could end up being the gold pedal and the belt champion. Don't forget, you got Bro Synth Network. Tactical just said his jersey showed up. It looks amazing. Like I said, if anybody wants a custom jersey with their name on the back, just email me. We'll go back and forth and I'll make you a custom jersey. No extra charge, just goodwill. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget, we got Dark Slide skateboards, Dark Slide snowboards, brands, collabs. They got it all. Apparel, media, vinyl. They got everything, man. This is a great company. They're super supportive of the channel, supportive of musicians, supportive of creatives, everything in between. Look, man, you want some vinyl for your NBC? You got NBC out there? Go buy some vinyl from the boys. Look. Dark Slide, 10% off. Samurai 10 is the promo code if you want to go over to their shop for the whole Kumite and pick something up for yourself. I think there's some awesome stuff on here. Vinyls for all you NPC lovers. They got skateboards, snowboards, brands, apparel, media. They got it all, man. VHS. You want a VHS? You still got a VHS? Go buy one, look. Right there, Genesis to Songbook, right on VHS. Nothing to it. Art. You want some stickers, posters, patches, art decks, toys? You like toys? Here. Why don't you go buy some toys for your kids? Oh, you got this thing here, the little Henron Rotten, okay? You got these little things you got to do with the scissors. You got this little rabbit thing with a face on it. All right, you got tons of stuff. You got this dude here, Bob Ross, or Ross Bunny, whoever it is, Bad Bunny, Bob Ross. So, I mean, you got toys, you got everything. You got like Ninja Turtle, you want Donatello, you got them right there. Look at it, nonstop, tons of stuff. You can't beat it. You want pants? They got pants too. You looking for a pair of pants? You can get pants right there, elastic waist. You want jean shorts? You want some jorts? You got them too. Nothing to it. Everything and in between. Absolutely fantastic. So once again, let me put it up. Here's the voting. You don't have to vote too fast. I'm going to throw the link in the chat right here, right now. And you guys can go vote. I'm going to put it in the description. You got basically 24 hours. You get till 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night to put your votes in for who you love best. And yeah, the votes are counted, man. The first 2 weeks were wild. Wild voting. Insane results. Crazy. Neck and neck, man. And don't forget, the top 5 go to the death match. And then the champion is the highest vote getter, and the death match is for the gladiator. You know, the death match is what we call it. Okay? So that's it, and that's all. Thank you very much for the beautiful evening of music. And yeah, we're going to go out on that note, man. We're going to go out on that note right there. Okay? I don't know why that just switched, but get your votes in. Have a good time. Take it easy. Welcome to the Synth Kumite, and we'll catch you next week for round 4.